Hey everybody, I just thought this would be fun to share. This is going out to several of you that you all play at different levels, and I don't like to think in things of in terms of jazz or rock or blues or country. I think of things in dialects, and when I listen to a tune, I'm not a cover tune player at all. I don't have the patience, I don't have the memory to invest in how to play a song note for note, get it down, and pick up my guitar a week later, and it's gone. So I've always been that way. I love to improvise. I love to use my ear, and so anyway, what I found, I had a book laying around. I opened up, and there's this new way of playing, a new way to me, of playing a major seven chord. And this in this case, it's an E major seven. I'm on the sixth and seventh, eighth and ninth fret, and it's a root five chord. There's my root on the fifth string, and because it's E, I can play the low E string open, and it blends with the chord. Okay. So what I do is I look at these chords and I say, well, what's around this? I play other notes that I might be able to hit. I change different fingerings. I kind of make note of the sound of that. I don't even know what that is. So there's my E major 7. If I take this third finger and I bring it underneath the second finger, in other words, take the major 7th down to the dominant 7th, talking, technical BS. I'm going from here to there. It's a beautiful change. Now I also have a new way of playing the dominant 7th chord, right? And you can kind of see this guy is already built in it, but we're shifting this note over to here. So major 7, dominant 7th, and I can't finger this yet, but I want to get this to the point to where I can finger it and bring that note down one more time, okay? And it can be done. Every time I've tried it, I've just totally botched it, so I won't waste your time yet. I have this. Now, from there, I have different things I can do. I can look for melody notes that fit that key or that scale. Da, 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 da. Right? So I look for things around it that I can add to my vocabulary. So here's my major 7 again, maybe. Right? My dominant 7th. So I have some top melody notes I could play around with or know that they're there if I need them. And I can also play with the bass. I'm going to come up here, grab the B, B flat, down to A. So I got this. A major 7. And I'm using the A minor shaped major 7, root 6. Or I could use this one. To me, it's heading the wrong direction because I'm kind of moving the chords lower as I go. That's kind of my goal here, is to have some consistency. So A major 7. And I can do lots of things. I can look at this and say, where are the melody notes that kind of fit around that A major 7 chord? Different fingering for A major 7. Have A major 7 here. The long guy, root 6. Or this one, right? Now I like this one in this case, again, because the notes, the melody notes, or notes that could be a melody, I want to go to an A minor 7. I don't always say the full names. Okay. Then from there, I have all kinds of options. I can walk it down and hold the chord, build tension, or I can walk it down chromatically to F sharp minor 7. I'll play that again. E major. This is not a song. These are just ideas of how you can move chords around to accomplish a certain feel or a certain movement. Major 7, A major 7, A minor. I can add a 13th to it. I'm sorry, a 9th. And the B note to the A minor chord, A, B, 9. G minor 7 or A flat minor 7. I could stay there if I want, and I can play with different timing things and work my way down chromatically, F sharp minor and B7 to an E. And then I can do other things. To keep that movement going. So another way I can voice this out or make the chords move after this F sharp minor, there's a little bit of Beatle thing going on there. Since I have you, or something like that, right? I've got this F sharp minor thing, and again, I can do all kind of little ditties here. I look around for the notes that are useful to me in that area. Now, I like going to, instead of the B7, I like going to an F sharp diminished. And that back to an E major or E major 7 to the C minor, walk it down to F sharp minor, and I go to a B9. So I'm looking for where I can play the chords in different positions, different voicings, what notes are around those chords that I can use, or if I'm listening for another song, I can hear where I need to go because I've learned that phrase or what notes surround that voicing. And I'm creating a movement. I play over and over these things and experiment with where I want to go with it, and it's really a blast because one thing just leads to another if you let your ear go, and you're going to hit clunkers. You're going to hit things that go, oh man, that doesn't work at all. And then you look at the chord and you say, okay, well here's the note that really made that stink, and if I move it a half step up or down or get rid of it, all of a sudden the chord sounds good, And the other part of that is knowing that, here's an F sharp diminished, knowing how to play these things in different places. Right? Down to the C sharp minor. I can also go up here. There's some clunkers there. I lost where I was going. It didn't resolve the way that I had it. I thought it would go in my head. So anyway, here you go. major 7, a new dominant 7th, down to A major 7, down to A minor 7. And again, you can finger this differently. You look, what's around there that I can use. Now look, the only way you do this stuff is exactly what I'm sitting here doing. And I'm sure other people can teach this different ways. They get into the modes and the scales and arpeggios. And that's all fabulous. Everybody learns a different way. I kind of learned by hunting and picking what notes are lying there that I can utilize in some way. So, one more time, play it different. A minor 7, but I'm going to add the 9 to it. I can add this thing, right? Now I'm to A minor. Now I'm to A flat minor 7. B7, E. I'm a little bit out of tune, sorry about that. So I go back up, I do it again. Dominant 7, major 7, all major 7s there, minor 7, 9, flatten it again, flatten it, and instead of going to B7, the F sharp diminished. Okay, or I can do this. To me, that's another nice leading note because it's leading up to the E chord. And then what I was doing here was walking this down to C sharp minor, F sharp minor, B9, same as B7, substitutes with this F sharp diminished chord, and I'm back to E. Kind of fun stuff. So I sit there and I play over that a lot. And every time I do it, I move a finger here, move a finger there. And it's not willy-nilly. I'm kind of know where I'm at on the fingerboard. And if I play this note and I move it there, I know what it's going to sound like to some degree. And that doesn't fit anything that I'm doing. But that might be something that's useful in another tune. And now I know where to go to get that sound. I love this. How do I remember that? I think of the Beatles. Since I met you. And I say, well, where can I play that E? Different things I do with the E chord. So my point is, when you practice, you got to practice what you need to know. What someone's asked you to learn, so you get your fingers to do what you want them to do. I'm practicing that. That's all brand new to me, right? That movement, right? But while you're practicing, get more mileage out of it. Look around and see what else is there, and kind of catalog it into your mind, so that when you hear a song, you go, oh wow, I know what they're doing there. It's no different than, playing G, C, D7, G, C, G. I mean, you grow up hearing these things and you learn what those movements are, what those sounds are, and it becomes predictable, you know. And after a while, you don't think about those. You don't think about them, and it allows you more freedom to find other things that are in and around those basic changes. So I just thought this would be kind of fun. And gosh, 15 minutes. Didn't mean to do that. See ya.